Hello. Maybe we are going to be mesmerized and hypnotized. Who knows what's going to happen in 2013. But I believe, and I believe this fully, that we're going to win as the populace. The populace is always going to win the war against tyrants. They don't know that we are more than them. Being mesmerized, and turn this down here, mesmerized or hypnotized and mesmerized. That's what we've been under for 10 years straight, with GWIM and other mentally facilitating microwaves. But I'm not going to talk about that. That's under conspiracy theory with Jesse Ventura. No, we have been hoodwinked. We have been hoodwinked to such a point that right now, I'm just going to tell you, the heads will roll, and we will be the people that roll them. Feinstein, with her army of troops and her personal guns that we're not allowed to have. Obama and his children being guarded by 11 agents in her schools. They're allowed to have guns, but we're not allowed to have guns. That makes sense? I do that little thing? No. We all should be allowed to have guns to protect ourselves from the criminal. You know that since they have had the gun buys over the last month or so, the crime rate, even in California, has dropped down 30 or 40% because they don't know, the criminals don't know who has guns. You know, all this stuff, all that Sandy Hook did is inform the citizen we are not armed enough. The responsible citizen, the people with a family and kids, are not armed enough. That is what they did. That's all they did, is remind us we're not armed enough. If every man, woman, and child wants to be protected, the family must be armed. The individual must be armed. Crooks do not go after anyone who they think is armed. So if they think that more than one or two people are armed in a restaurant, they're not going to go for it. That's just fact. There was a video done that went to the prisons and talked to people about who did robberies with guns. I mean, these guys are on life parole or life sentences, I should say. And they are saying, I would not go after anyone if I thought they were armed. There you go. Automatic admission that you will not be attacked if you are armed, concealed or otherwise. Because if everyone had a gun concealed, which is even a better idea, even though that's against the law, even in the Constitution, because that's how you used to find out who the criminals are. If everyone carried exposed arms, pistols and guns and semi-automatics, you wouldn't have this problem. If you don't believe that, go to UK, go to Australia, go to China, go to New Zealand, watch what they have, do your research, go to Google, go to everything and research this. every society that gave up their guns gave up their rights to freedom to walk the streets without threat of arms. The government wants you to give up your arms. That's because they're a bunch of cronies. They're a bunch of criminals who are out there in power who want you to be armless so they can send their thugs, which could be even the police and anyone else, to attack you because they know you're not armed. Gun-free zones is basically a sign saying to the criminal, here is a place you can attack and do harm with a gun, because they have none. I don't understand why people don't understand this yet. I don't understand why the liberal Democrats don't understand this yet. What, is it because Obama gave me a phone? Is that what it is? Well, you'll have gimmies, but they'll take twice as much in the end. And you just don't know that. Feinstein is an evil person. Just look at her. She's not a cool person to believe. None of these people in the government that are against guns are cool people to believe. They should be voted out, recalled. Many things you can do to stop this. But if you don't do it, and you keep going along with them, they're going to eventually turn you into Nazi Germany, Mao's country of China. What do you want? You want to be under Stalin? You want to be under some creature and their cronies? Their Antichrist? That's what they are. They don't believe in protecting yourself. Christ said you should protect yourself. Gandhi even said you should protect yourself. If their government is coming against you with arms to kill you, you should be able to pick up arms and do the same. So why not be armed with the very same thing to sit there and be armed? I do not understand you. I understand nothing of you. There are creatures on these planets. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Screw this. If you can't understand that you're being taken over and turned into the Fourth Reich, then you don't deserve your rights or your freedoms and deserve to be shackled and chained and put in the fucking labor camps. Sorry about my language. Until next time, Spellbinder, good day.